Hey friends, happy Tuesday. It is Melissa with Junk and Craft Treasures on the Junk and Craft Treasures page and Decoupage Central page tonight. It's our Tuesday Decoupage Central Junk Craft Treasures night, and we are going to have some fun tonight, guys. We are going to be working on some bunny projects. We are going to be using some cute rice papers tonight to make a project 2 or 3. So as you're coming on, let me know that you're here, guys, and we will get started. I need to make sure everything's working just fine, and then we will get started, guys. So let me get you scooted back here. Let me know when you can see me on the live, guys. And as always, we gift at the end of the live for Decoupage Central. So make sure to comment, interact, all of those good things, and we will get started. Who's excited? Who's having a good week this week? So let me get over here and make sure that I can see everything. Hey, Nikki, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Let me get switched over here on the pages so I can see both pages. I kind of forgot about that. Hey, Maggie. Hey, Joyce Ann. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all tonight. Let me get switched over, make sure we're in all the places. I always get so flustered because every time I go to do a live, guys, it does something different at the beginning. So I look like an idiot when I'm trying to say hello because it's doing all this weird stuff on me. Hey, Terry. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Maggie. All right, guys. So we are going to be using this adorable rice paper tonight. We are going to use, of course, the side that has the truck, because I love anything and everything that has trucks. Throw a cute bunny in there, we are good. We're also going to make some Easter tags. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Kathy. So we're going to be doing that, and got some of these to make some tags. And if I have time, we may do a paint inlay project. So we'll see what all we get done. Hey, Jen, how are you, girl? So, like I said, as you're coming on, let us know that you're here. We gift at the end of the live for a gift card. So, hey, Susie, how are you? So, how's everybody's week going and starting off? Hey, Kay, I'm going to scoot y'all back so y'all can see just a little bit better. We do have the paper linked, and as always, guys, if you comment DC exclamation DC, it will take you to Decoupage Central page to show you all the cool things. Hey, Judy, good to see you. Hey, Kathy. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prep our surface. I am using, I think it is a 9 by, let me see if I got I don't think I have my ruler with me. I think it is like a 9 by 10. So it's a little bit shorter than the 11 by 14s that we use, but it's gonna work perfectly for tonight's project. Hey, Erin, how are you? So we're just gonna go ahead and get this prepped and ready. I get these boards at Michael's. Hey, Monica. I know, Brenda. Hey, Sharon. No, you are good, my friend. All right, so let's just get this started. Y'all know I like things chippy. I like all the goodness in the world that's chippy and all that. So we're just gonna go ahead and paint up this whole wood canvas white. And I'm gonna try not to get paint on me, guys. Hey, Ann, how are you, my sweet friend? I probably, for all the projects I wanna do tonight, I probably should have wore an apron. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. Hey, Jeanette. Y'all, and there are some new papers that Decoupage Central released. It's like a China pattern, China lace pattern, I think is what it's called, and a couple other Easter. I didn't pull the one, but I am in the process of getting my order. So you need a rice paper day. That is hilarious. In the highs of 50 today. So if you're wondering why I'm commenting to some comments that you may not see, I'm on 2 pages at the same time. So I see comments on each page, and so I respond to them. So, hey, Susan, we hit 83 today. So we got up to 83. I actually have the air conditioner on, but this morning it was cold. So y'all, it's really weird. Aw, I love it. I love it, Shelly. Thanks for sharing that. That is so sweet. All right, I'm gonna try not to get this on meal. I'm gonna try. Hey, Kathy, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Can y'all believe it's already Tuesday? Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, the time got away from me today. I was watching, I came home propped my feet up after work and was watching a series on Netflix. And I looked at the clock and I was like, oh my gosh, I have like 30 minutes until I need to go live. So we are doing some decoupage projects tonight, Jennifer. We are doing this canvas panel, and we're gonna put a cute piece of rice paper in the middle and distress the outside of this. I think I got all my edges. And then we're gonna make some tags, and then we're gonna do another project probably with a paint inlay. Hey Laura, hang on y'all. I forgot I dropped my heat gun right before I went live. 43 into the 80s, yes girl. I know what you're talking about. We had that here today. Oh, awesome, Nikki. All right, let's give this a quick dry, and then we'll do one more coat to show you how easy this is to make a cute project. Hey, Diane. Yeah, so time, ever since the time change, and I know it's just my brain, but I feel like time's going faster, and I know it's not, but it feels like it. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Julie. The 90s on Thursday and Friday. You know what? If you're going to be in the 90s, Brenda, we may be close to that. All right, so I'm going to do my, y'all, I didn't even do the center. I was all worried about my edges. I didn't even paint the inside. Let's get that done, too. I was like, man, I'm just rocking along on this project here. Ordered a jar opener. Oh, awesome. Might have to open the paint. The one you had didn't work. Oh, okay. Not good. All right. Go ahead and get that inside. Hey, Cheryl. How are you, my friend? I can't believe tomorrow is Wednesday already, y'all. I feel like I was just filming and doing things on Saturday and Sunday, and it's already Wednesday. Hey, Jana. All right, guys, since I have y'all on here, I have to show y'all my project in person that I did while this is drying. I want to make sure no paint gets on it, but you know, I've been experimenting with paint inlays on different surfaces besides wood, and y'all, I have to show y'all this. It turned out so cool. So I found this tray at Michael's, okay? It's just like a wood, it's a metal tray made to look old, and I actually got them when they were on sale. So always look for sales, guys. Always look for sales. But look at this piece, y'all. I'm gonna have a tutorial tomorrow that'll post at 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock Central, that'll show you how I did this, some of the problems that I had, how I overcame them, and how I fixed it. Hey, Barb. But I wanted to show you how pretty that is with those paint inlays. So look for that video tomorrow night on this. I was gonna do this tonight on the live with y'all, but I want y'all to see the tutorial first, and we may do this next week because I do have one more of these. But y'all, so pretty with those paint inlays. So I'm just trying to experiment with some different surfaces with them for y'all, just to kind of show you how you can do the different things with them. So that was an example. So if you want to see how it's done, check out my page tomorrow at 6 at Junk and Craft Treasures, and I'll definitely be showing you how I did that. I know, Colleen, I was really excited. I did have an issue when I did the first one because I wasn't sure how I wanted to get it to adhere on there. But, oh, thank you, Erin. But I did fix it, and then I fixed it, and which I'll show you that tomorrow night. So I've got to keep you in suspense for that. But it was really, really a cool project. I had a lot of fun doing it. And I know y'all aren't going to believe this, but it only took 20 minutes. Only 20 minutes start to finish on that project. So if you're struggling with paint inlays or anything like that, make sure to watch it because it does do a trial and error on there. Because like I said, I was trying a new surface myself. So fun stuff, guys. Y'all, I get to talking and now I forgot to paint the middle. Completely forgot the middle. I'm so excited about that tray. Can y'all tell? Hey, Mitzi. I guess I'm so excited about the tray. I got so sidetracked. Okay, but that's fine because we can get this in here. It's not that big of a project. Yes, they can be, Nikki. Start small. And I mean, I'm going to say this in all honesty. One method for one creator may work perfectly, but another method for another creator may work perfectly. Does that make sense? So like the way I did that is a trial and error for y'all, but you may find another way that works a little bit easier. Hey, Teresa. Oh, thank you, Maggie. Yeah, no, I got it on, I want to say I got it on sale for like $9. It was back in, I think, November when I found it. But I know I've seen some at the thrift stores too. Not exactly like that, but I'm going to have to go back and find some more because I might be addicted to that technique on that surface. And I did spray it, seal it, all the things. Hey, Janet. Hey, Mary. When is Easter? April 20th, I think. I think it's April 20th. Is that right? Somebody look that up and tell me. Hey, Nancy. Right, Marcy, for sure. I know I get so excited about things. Hey, Cheryl. Got all my Cheryls here tonight. Okay. We got that good and dry. All right, let's take, like I showed at the beginning, we're going to be using this one tonight. Oh, I love it, Teresa. April 20th, I was right. I thought that was right. It is super late this year, which is awesome for the creating side, but it is late. So we're going to use this one that has the truck. Y'all remember when I'm on both pages, I cannot flip the camera, so this wording of Easter is backwards, but it is straight on my end. And if you're interested in any of the papers, guys, I am a brand ambassador for Decoupage Central. And if you use my links, I do get a referral commission. So I do appreciate that when you use my link very, very much. Hey, Tabby, how are you? Okay. Just want to make sure that my paper was not wet down there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And this is DC 620, guys. DC 620 if you go searching. But like I said, exclamation DC will take you to the Decoupage Central page. You can hit the tab new. It'll show everything that's new. If you want to search for a bunny, search bunny. If you want to search for flowers, search flowers. Like there's so many different things. So many different ways to search. Okay, so this is going to be just a little bit bigger than my inside surface, but we're going to be fine with that because it's going to line up almost perfect. So I am going to use scissors tonight, and I am just going to push this, make sure my insides were dry because I did those last. I'm just going to kind of push it down, and it's going to let me know where I need to cut my paper. Yes, Lori, how are you, my friend? All right, so I kind of got that crease in there, so now I know where I can cut my paper. And this is rice paper. I know y'all are used to seeing me do the frayed edges. I'm gonna cut it down just a little bit below my line just to make sure I measured it correctly, and then I can go back. Because y'all know me, I don't measure, I measure. So want to just make sure I was right on that. And I want to leave just a little bit. I have a slicer, I don't know where my slicer is, that cuts these smaller pieces that my mom had. And you just stick it in there and you just slice it and it cuts your paper for you so you have a straight line if you're doing something like this. But I don't get hung up too much on it being absolutely perfect because I'm not, and neither are my projects all the time. You love DC. I love it, Lori. Yes, tearing the edges are fantastic. And I do that on almost all my pieces, but I was gonna do something different tonight. Y'all know me, I gotta show y'all different ways to do things. Make sure I got that just right. I know it's kind of satisfying to tear it. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but it's kind of satisfying. It's kind of like when I distress my wood sometimes. It's like, whew, this is satisfying to distress this and make all the cool marks in it and stuff. All right, so we are pretty close. Pretty close. So we're gonna look like this. Been working, bunny crossing, waiting for it to dry. Oh, awesome, Marcy. All right, so I'm gonna cut it down just a little bit. I'm gonna try to get it out of here now. Stand by. Where is my, I have a little tool that I can probably pop this out with. That sounded bad. I don't know what that was. All right, let me cut it down just a little bit. A little bit right here. And we're gonna cut a tad of the trees. Not a lot though. Very, very. I probably needed to cut a little more off the top, y'all. I'm being so cautious with it because I don't want to cut too much. Y'all, I'm losing my mind. It is called a canvas panel. So this side is flat, okay? And then this side looks like a frame. So I know a lot of people do their projects on this side. Hey, Mary Ann. But hey, Louise, I love the framed look. So I tend to use this side. It's easy. You don't have to put any frames together. It's like ready to go. And they're chunky. Now I do get these at Michael's. There are some that are on Amazon that are a little bit smaller. The frame is actually smaller. So just keep that in mind because these prints fit really good, like snugly, in the larger. Oh, thank you. We did those with Decoupage Central rice paper too, guys. Hey, Mary Lynn. You can pretty much decoupage anything. And that reminds me, guys, I was going to do a different surface for y'all. We may do that next week. Does DC have a selection of rice papers? Does DC have a selection of rice papers? What does that mean? I don't know what that means, Jana. Trying to figure out which way I'm not doing right here. Stand by. Stand by. I'm talking. It's been a long day. All right. Here we go. I had to look at it, y'all. Instead of cutting and cutting and cutting, I had to really look at it. Hey, Cassie. Okay, so then all we're gonna do is we are gonna take our decoupage medium. You can use Mod Podge. I like Pin Tart with rice paper because it's thicker, but there's so many different types of decoupage mediums that you can use. I tell you, doing it online when they have like the $49 off coupon for Michael's is a lifesaver if you've got a lot of stuff that you need to get because they do free shipping. And a lot of everything that you can't find in the store is normally online, and they normally have really good coupons online as well at Michael's. And talking about free shipping, Jonelle does free shipping too at Decoupage Central with an over a certain amount of papers, IOD, all the things. We are gonna apply this wet today, guys. We have been applying them with the iron method a couple weeks in a row, so we're just gonna do it wet today. And going to take this in case I have any glue on my fingers. Yes, no, it is a 9, I want to say by 10. I think what fell was my ruler, or my tape, but I'm not sure. All right, so we've got that down. I'm just gonna add a little heat to it just to get it to make sure that we're good and dry. Like I said, guys, this is a really easy project to make for yourself, craft shows, like get-togethers with the ladies. I know some ladies have been getting together to do decoupage projects, like a craft night. Super fun. Oh, I love pottery, Jude. I'm jealous on that. Okay, so if you put it down and you got an area that didn't get it completely, just go over it. Oh, that was white paint. Y'all, losing my mind. But that's okay, because there's white in the picture. Where did I put my... How did I even do that? I don't know where my brush went. So what I was going to say is put some decoupage medium right there. We can fix that. I'll show you how to fix it. It's a good thing I didn't go over the whole thing with it, right? That would be my luck. That would have been sad. Okay. So we got a little bit of white paint there on the side, but we're gonna fix that. We're just gonna take a little bit of we're moving this white brush over here though. Let me see. I don't know where my y'all, like I say, there it is. It's behind the computer. Where is the something that I can never find? Stand by, move my computer, grab my grabber, get it to where I can reach it, right, y'all? It was right behind my computer. This is a different grabber than I'm used to, so. See, and I even have it all in a nice little box with my little paint inlay on that side, but I didn't see it because it was behind my computer. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some Distress ink. I'm going to, I already applied my Mod Podge, so I'm gonna take a little bit of Distress ink from Tim Holtz. This is why sometimes I feel mistakes happen, so y'all can see how to fix them. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my brush and just kind of go over that paint and blend it in right there. See how easy that was to fix, y'all? Super easy. I don't know if y'all can see that. But hey, Maria. So if you ever have a mistake, guys, it's not a mistake, it's a learning lesson, and it can be fixed. It's just paint, so we can always fix it. We could try to blend it, color blend it exactly to the paper, so many different things. But don't be like me and pick up white paint when you're trying to use your Mod Podge, and then that won't happen at all. But that's what happened. I did that. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my distressing of my frame. And we're gonna take some brown paint. That's right, that's what I said, there's never anything, everything can be fixed. It just may not be fixed the way you want it to be fixed, but it can be fixed. All right, so now I'm gonna take my spatula I'm gonna dip in my brown paint. I'm gonna kind of offload it just a little bit because I don't want it, with the way my luck's going tonight, it's gonna be a mess if I don't offload my brush. Do y'all ever have those nights where one thing you're like, oh, nope, so I'm gonna go around my edges. You don't have to do this part. And guys, every time I show y'all a project, if y'all see something like at the in-between stage of how I do it, feel free to stop when you do yours. You don't have to do it exactly. If you just like a white and pure frame like I did, then that is perfect. Nothing wrong with that. But I like to add a little extra. And I'm going to do my inside part. And I tend to go a little thicker around my corners. That's just me. Can you see what we're doing here? Just kind of distressing up the outside of our frame. I didn't see it. I did not see, oh, when it was on the on the thing. Yeah. Trust me, I have dropped that computer. It's been a good computer. Every now and then it wants to be a little wonky on me and not do what I want it to, but I'll go back and see it for sure, Mary. I didn't see all of it. So this is just one way to achieve like a chippy look. There's so many different ways. And I know some of y'all have problems with the wax. So just going through on the insides, and then like the finishing touch will be the outside. And again, I'm kind of just offloading my spatula a little bit. And I'm not using like a super hard pressure, guys. I am just barely touching it. I get quiet when I'm really concentrating. Y'all should know that by now, right? Okay, guys. So now we have our chipped up frame with our, like I said, I know it's backwards, but we've got our adorable Easter bunny print there. So easy, such an easy project, guys. So all you needed for this was a canvas panel, decoupage paper, and some paint. That's it. Try it with a spatula, my friend. Try it. All right, so let's put this down right here. And if you ever get too much in one spot, you can take, well, before it completely dries, you can do like a wet wipe or a Clorox wipe, and it'll help wipe off some of that distressing. It'll come right off, especially if you do it before it dries. So let's see, we're at 8:28. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, guys. Because I want this for us in our house as well. So I'm going to find my scissors. Like I said, I love these. I get them on sale when they're 40% off, so it's a pretty good deal. Some of them come in 3 packs, some of them come in 5 packs, depending on what your size is. And we're gonna take that dreaded white paint again and just paint this up real quick. Because I want to do a paint inlay in the middle of this. You know, Maggie, whatever you feel more comfortable with, I was looking for my paint inlay. I did cut it, so I was looking. Whatever you feel more comfortable with, It depends on how heavy your hand is when you're doing the distressing. So I've used both, and I can get the same look using both, but it's just about your hand pressure. Kind of like when you're stenciling, when we apply our decoupage medium over the top, if we're not doing a spray, it's about the light hand, you know, being light and not being real heavy on it. So I'm just gonna paint the inside. Yeah, I get them in a 3-pack. I think this one came in a 5-pack. Let's see. I'm done. I don't know if you can see that bunny over here. Which way is it? This way. I did that one. And I think I have one more, so it may have been a 4-pack for this one. Unless I've misplaced one. So I thought it would be fun on this frame, or on the back of this canvas panel, to do a paint inlay. It's got those really cool vines on the spring one, and then the flower in the middle. So I was thinking about doing a vine up the side of the flowers, and then the big flower in the middle. There we go. Had to get it in the rice plates. I don't know what size it is. I wish I had I don't know where my ruler is. I will definitely take a measurement for y'all. I have not been in here since I filmed this weekend, and y'all, I did some really cool projects this weekend, but beside my table got a little bit disorganized. So I haven't been back in here to clean it up. I think I filmed, no joke, I think I filmed for 6 hours on Sunday. So, oh, I love it, Jana. So yesterday when I came home, I worked on taxes, and then I went to bed and did a little bit of editing. So my craft room's a little bit of a disaster. Straight up transparency, I don't know where it's at. Yes, I have done raised stenciling on these frames as well. I have. Like I said, I love them because they're thick, they're chunky. I can do stencils on them. I can do all kinds of different things. Okay. I'm going to dry that real quick, because if you have a wet surface and you keep dragging the paint, it's going to just keep making a mess. So we want to do each coat in between when it's dry. I told y'all I was feeling good on Sunday. Okay, let's do, I'm going to go ahead, just because I did that really, really fast. I'm just going to do some touch up on some spots, because I did that really, really fast. I should have a frame speed painting. Okay, so while that's kind of drying naturally, let me grab one little thing of paint right here. I don't know why I'm being so stingy with my white, because I need to put more on there, but okay. So let me put my lid on my Mod Podge stuff now. You're right, my friend. Get in that corner. Especially on this piece, because the rice paper is not going to cover that up, because we are, I'm glad you said that, because I forget to look at that sometimes. Okay. We don't want fingerprints, though. Okay. So let's grab, I've already cut this one out, the Beautiful flower for the middle. Hey, Lynn. But I do need to cut out, let's see. You do get 2 sheets of those flowers. So I have, hang on, y'all. This is the inlay that I'm working with. I know it's backwards, but. Oh, I love it, Shasta. That's funny, Jana. Okay, hang on. So it comes with 2 sheets of flowers like this. So that's what you saw on that other project that I showed y'all. But what I'm looking for, this is what I'm talking about, like the borders. See how pretty those are? So we are going to incorporate. Make sure there's no paint on that. I think it would be pretty just to do, we're just going to do one up one side, just as like an added detail. And if I want to go do the other sides, I will. But we're going to do one for sure. Okay. Okay, and Paint Inlay actually has, this is painted, okay? And it has a carrier sheet that transfers to your paint. So rice paper, you actually decoupage onto a surface. Does that make sense? So the Paint Inlay is gonna actually go into your paint. It's going to transfer to your paint rather than decoupaging on the image. Okay, so that almost fits perfectly, y'all. Oh, that's exciting. Hey, Nissa. Is it Nissa? Nissa or Nessa? We are working with a Paint Inlay. We did a decoupage project first with our bunny for Easter. And now we're working on a Paint Inlay. So I'm just going to cut it right here. So we can use this piece for another project. No, Joyce Ann, it is not. It is not, my friend. Okay, because I'm a messy crafter and creator, which y'all know this about me, we are gonna stick our brown paint away from our white paint tonight because I am fantastic about getting paint where paint is not supposed to go. So we're gonna move that. Now the method that I'm using is gonna be the wet paint method. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay down our paint and then we are gonna apply our inlay. I'm making sure I have everything that I need. I've got, because I don't have wipes this time like we used last time, so I'm gonna use a shop towel. So let me get that ready. And I'm trying to decide, I think I'm gonna put it on this side, y'all. I'm gonna be different, dare to be different, right? Because we're gonna have this in the center and I just think it's gonna be pretty. We will see. I'm gonna move this inlay so we don't get paint on it. Okay, guys. So I've done a million paint inlays. Every time I get ready to do them, I'm still like, oh, am I gonna do them right? Am I doing it right? So the paint method is we're gonna apply our paint and then that would be pretty too, Jana. Do like an L around it. Do we want to do an L or do we just want to do one side, y'all? Y'all let me know. Do we want to do an L or one side? And I'll come back to that. But we're just going to lay this in the middle on our wet paint. So let me cut this down so it fits. So you're gonna lay this down. So it's gonna fit pretty well in here, just like it is. We're gonna lay it on our wet paint. Everybody's saying an L. Okay, we'll do an L. We'll do an L. We'll do the center first. And I'm gonna see how fast this dries because that wood in the center is a little bit different. So I may do 3 coats in the center. Because it does soak up that wood, or the paint in the wood. But I think we're gonna be fine. Okay, so we wanna make sure, I'm gonna do 3 coats, girl. That way it's even, so hang on. Everybody's saying an L, we'll do an L. The L shape is gonna be really hard, guys, though, because they go up and down instead of this way. Does that make sense? So that would take a good while to do each one individually. Now we could use, I have an idea to do the L. Okay, so got the second one. Okay, so we're gonna do wet paint. I just wanted to make sure that was really coated and looked good in the middle. I didn't want it to look like it hadn't been painted right, y'all. Now I'm not using a big glob of paint. Keep that in mind. I have seen some creators slather that paint on and it's real chunky and clumpy and everything. You don't need that. Just put on a good even coat. You just want it wet. Okay, and I can kind of see when my paint is wet and when it's not with the light. And then I'm gonna take this and I am gonna put that right there. I'm gonna make sure it's stuck. I'm gonna take my brayer, which I do have that out, and just go over it, make sure it's down in all the areas. Now, if you've watched me before, you haven't seen me use my brayer because I didn't know where my brayer was. But I have, in the meantime, found my brayer. So we are gonna get that in there like that. That's what I'm thinking too. And then we are going to spritz it with a little bit of water. I have one little spot that I didn't get enough paint on, but you'll get to see what I'm talking about when I say you don't have enough paint on there. Right around those edges. Okay, I wonder if I could lift that. I'm not gonna do that. So we're gonna spritz with some water and see how it changed the color. So I'm just gonna go around, just like I did with my brayer. I'm gonna add a little more water right here. And I am just tapping. And this is why I like to use the wet wipes, because I know it's wet. Okay. Now you could go back and use your brayer again, but I've already used it and I don't like to roll it too much because then I get the creases. That's just me. So I'm just patting it down. I'm gonna wipe off my excess water over here. Okay. So that's pretty, just like that. So we should leave it like that, right? Okay, so I can't decide which side I want to put it on. I want it to look different, but I don't know which side I want to put it on. I kind of just want it to be a different standout piece. And we're going to do some stuff to the frame. So some people spray their inlays or wet them on the paint side before they put the paint down. I have personally never done that. I don't know if it works better or not. I do not have any paint down there or right here. Sometimes the light can play tricks on you. in the middle. It'll be close enough, right? I didn't do it completely straight. You know what? I'm okay with that. It's not going to be completely straight because I didn't line it up straight, but y'all will get the idea. It might be straight. I just may have come in more than I wanted to. Okay, so I'm just going to go and just really concentrate. And what I like about inlays, and some of y'all may not, but you never know if it's going to be a perfect or if it's going to have some like charm to it and be a little chipped. So you know me, I don't do exactly perfect. Okay. Now we're going to get those dry. Hey Jamie, how are you, my friend? Hey Stacy. Now I will say too, guys, remember if you are heating a surface and you have paint on it, you don't want to stay in the same spot because you're going to get your paint to bubble, and so think of your inlay bubbling. So the best thing to do is to do this, walk away and come back to it. But as creators, we tend to speed it up for you. But that's going to be your best results. Just lay it down, get it wet, walk away and let it do its natural thing, and then come back and do the steps to get it up. Now, your paper may still feel a little damp, but you can tell the color difference of when it's dry and when it's not dry, okay? So, let's move. I don't know where to put it where I don't accidentally paint something. We don't want to do that tonight, guys, do we? We don't want to do that. Okay. I always get excited to do the reveal because I don't know what it's going to look like. Does anybody else get excited? I know I do. All right, so we are going to get our paper wet again. If you have a lot of water, wipe it back before you remove your paint inlay. You can leave them up to 12 hours. I know some people that have left them for 24 hours. So just until they dry. Because you're going to be removing and peeling back the paper, and you don't want your paper to stick, and when you get it wet, that's what's going to remove, how you're going to remove it. I just got to get that corner. I like to show y'all as I go, but I don't know, because I know it's going to be backwards. So we're just going to go slow. Can y'all see it? Now I have one little piece of paper that's stuck right there on the edge, so I'm going to get that real quick. So I'm just going to put that back down. I'm going to wet it to reactivate that part so it comes off. Okay. I'm weird about that. Okay. And then we'll just peel. So you've got a little bit that's sticking right there. So all I'm gonna do, I'll just kind of bring it over here. Can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Let me know if you can see it. If you have any resistance when you're peeling, just re-wet it. so you can get that paper up because it will stick to your paint. There we go. Almost there. Probably should have wetted that part, but I didn't. Okay. How pretty, y'all. You can tell, like if you look at it, you can tell how much paint is left on it. Now, if you go to do it the second time and you use white paint, you may have some of that white paint that comes off. Okay, so, but you can tell if there's still paint left on your inlay for sure. Okay, so now we're gonna do this side. Because I have those moments, I'm gonna cover that because I don't wanna re-wet it right now. It's not, it is, Brenda, I promise. It is. Okay, so we're gonna get that wet. We just want our carrier sheet to release, so that's why we're getting it wet again. And make sure, because I wrapped that down there and I did not get that wet. Hang on. We'll start this. I'm holding it down so I can do it, so hopefully you can see it. Can y'all see it? I guess I could lift that up now, right? Can y'all see it? Let me know if y'all can see it. Give me some hearts if you can see it. Yay, I'm seeing the hearts. Okay, so this one still has, it's going to be lighter every time you do it, but we're going to let it dry, and then we can reuse it, and the next surface it'll be even lighter on. So look at how pretty that is, y'all. The vine is super pretty. Okay, so this is going to be backwards for y'all, but what I want to do with it now is I want to do a little bit of antiquing with it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get it dry. And even though I didn't go all the way over here, I did get it straight going that way. So that's encouraging. I'm glad I did it that way. If you have any residue that stayed, you can wet it a little bit. Let me show you. I have that one little spot. So I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to take some wet paint, and I'm just going to roll it right there and get that paper off that didn't come off earlier, and just roll it off, y'all. Super easy. I don't even think y'all can see it over there, but now it's off. So we've got that. So what I do, and I can do this because the door is open and I have fans going, although Terry's probably going to yell at me for doing this on every live lately. So, shh. You can't, Mary, I know. Okay, so I know you can't see it because it's backwards, but it's Rust-Oleum 2 times matte clear, okay? This is how I seal my inlay projects. So, all I'm going to do, like it really matters because this is, anyway, but I'm just going to pop this off and I'm going to seal it. Okay. So it's going to brighten it up temporarily, but it dries matte. So yeah, I know it does look really cool just like it is without doing anything to it. It's kind of a different piece, but it's art. I mean, in my opinion. Okay, so I know Terry's going to be like, really, would you please quit spraying that in the house? I know. but it is Rust-Oleum Toon Times matte. This is how I seal my projects, guys. So I'll do 2 coats of that, or 1 coat and 1 coat of Dead Flat Varnish wipe on. So I'll do one or the other. And then I only did that area, so it's going to take it a little bit to dry. But then I'm going to take some Dark Kills wax and just kind of go over it. Just give it a little bit of distressing. You can smell it from there. I love it, Judy. I love it. I'm going to give it a little bit of distressing, but I'm going to wait until all of that dries, okay? So, we got 5 minutes, y'all. You want to do a tag real quick? Let's do one more project, y'all. One more quick project. Let's make a super sweet, cute Easter tag real quick, and then I will pick someone for a gift certificate. So I get these tags from Craft Deals. They are 6 by 3.5, I think is the size. So I'm just going to paint it white. And I think these would be really, really cute for tags on Easter baskets. That's what I'm envisioning this for. So just go with it on that. You got all that, Francis? I love it. You know, it's funny, Lori, sometimes before I go live, I have no idea what I'm going to do. And then I start doing them, and then I'm like, oh, I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do more. Now, some things I do take over an hour, but I try to be mindful to that hour. Just because I know that's a long time. Oh, I guess I need to get the one I want to use. We're going for the truck today. So what I'm going to do real quick, because this is going to be a little bit bigger, I am just going to cut out, before I cut it, this is the one I'm using, y'all. So it's got the cow, the bunny, and then the bunny in the truck. And I think this one is DC 647. And like I said, guys, if you are new on my page or anything like that, I am an ambassador for Decoupage Central. I would love for you to use my link. It helps me to keep bringing projects to y'all. For sure. All right, so we're just gonna apply this like this. We're gonna do some distressing up here. So actually, I'm probably gonna put some type of ribbon up there, but I'm gonna bring it down just a tad. Like, why is my decoupage stuff gloopy? Shouldn't be gloopy. Maybe I stuck my white paint in there. Always something. She does not. She just offers free shipping over certain dollar amounts. And I know sometimes she throws in some free samples every now and then. Let's see. Just want to poke that hole. Y'all, it never fails. I always get an edge that I don't. Does that happen to anybody else, or am I the only person that happens to? I always have an edge that I miss. I don't know how. Because I always think I have it down, and then boom, I don't. I sure will, Maggie. You want to make sure it's dry before you sand. And you always want to sand in a downward motion, guys. Always sand it down. And you want to make sure it's dry before you sand it, because your paper can go with it. If it's wet. Okay, so we've got our cute little tag, and then what I'm gonna do, we can put another layer of our decoupage medium over the top of it, lightly. If it bubbles, I'm gonna show you what to do. So stick with me for just a second. And there are all different kinds of decoupage mediums. I'm gonna use one, I think next week or the week after, that's actually Mod Podge dishwasher safe. So, but let me see, I don't know if I can grab that. I'm so bad about grabbing things. At least I know where everything's at, right? That was supposed to be funny, y'all, because I don't always know where everything's at. I'm just cutting this in half because it's pretty thick. And then all I'm gonna do, I hate to put this in my bow dabra, but I don't know if I can tie a bow right now, y'all. Envision a bow right here. No, hang on one second. Oh. And I have the bigger bow dabra, but y'all, I can get it to work. So people ask me all the time, do you have the big one or the small one? And I'm like, I have the big one, but I can also do small bows on it too. Probably one of the fastest bows that I've made that's actually come out decent. Yay! And we can stick out, you know, if I would have left that other part, I could have tied it through there. Wasn't thinking on that, y'all. Hang on. I'm gonna make it work. Wasn't thinking when I cut that. But I'm gonna make it work. I thought I was gonna make it work. I'm not gonna make it work. I love the confidence in myself on that, but we're gonna do it like this. Where did I put that? Just gonna loop it over the top, push it back down. That might be too thick. Where was that other one that I just used? Y'all, I just used it. Y'all saw me use it. Well, I don't know what that was. Where is my little one? I just had a little one. Where did I do, what did I do with it, y'all? Y'all, I'm irritating myself now. Hang on. I just had a little one. Okay, anyway, what I'm gonna do, Envision it, y'all. Envision it, because I don't know where that other thing is. But I'm just going to loop that through there. Put a button on there. I'm going to glue it. No, I'm going to do that. If it wasn't 8 o'clock, I would wait and figure it out. Okay, let's get this finished real quick. We got so many pretty projects, y'all, and then I'm struggling with my bow. Okay, so we've added heat. If you have any bubbles or anything at this point, this is what you're going to do. You're going to use your heat over it. Once it's dry, look at one spot. While it's still warm, you can take a cloth, you can take your hand, and just put it back down, and all of your wrinkles will go away. Okay, so super cute, y'all. Like I said, we were gonna add like a little hang tag bow with a little button. Be really cute, but I couldn't get it. I know, Marta, I was trying. I had that little bitty brush that I used like not even 10 seconds ago that I stuck through there because I had Mod Podge, and I don't know where it went. I don't see it anywhere on my table. But I moved my Bodabra, all the things, so it's probably underneath that. Yep, there it is right there. The struggle is real. I'm telling you, girlfriend, sometimes we just want things to go a certain way. And when it doesn't work, it's like, seriously? We just had this. Okay, I've almost got it now. I'm on a mission. You stuck with me this long. You stuck with me that long. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So we've got our little tag that can hang on whatever we want it to hang on, if it's a bag, if it's an Easter box, whatever. And then we'll take a button, which I don't have my buttons because I wasn't planning on doing a button. And I'll just put that in the center right there so we don't see our twine, y'all. Okay? All right. So let me recap on our crafts that we did tonight. So we did this little tag. We left this so we can adhere it to whatever we need to adhere it to. We did this gorgeous paint inlay art piece. To me, it is definitely like an art piece that you would hang. I think it's like super cool. Super, super cool. And we did our Decoupage bunny. I know, right, Lori? It's kind of hard because they're all a little bit different in the mindset of what we're going to use them for, if that makes sense. So one thing I'm going to do, guys, before I select a winner is I'm going to move all my paint and my brushes, because that's the last thing we want right now, is to mess anything up, right? Yeah, I know. I'd ask you what your favorite is out of these two, but y'all, I'm really loving this. And then the decoupage paper on this one is so cute. So we got all three different kinds of ways to use it. So I'm not sure if that's 100% dry yet, so we'll put that on there. All right, guys, let me pick a winner real quick. I know, I love using wood canvas panels. They are so easy to create with. Thank you for sharing, Stacy. Let's get over here. Hang on one second, guys. Last week I couldn't get it to work because my computer wasn't working, but we're going to get it to work tonight, guys. We are going to get it to work. And thanks for hanging out with me. I had fun. I got to create all the things today, which is awesome. All right, I'm here. I'm here. Sherry Wright. Sherry Wright, you are tonight's winner. So if you will PM me your email address with Decoupage Central that's associated with that account, and we will get a gift card over to you. So congratulations, Sherry. You love the tag. I know, super cute. And like I said, you can put it on all kinds of different things. So yes, tags are easy. Tags are super easy. Thank you for sharing, Marcy. You like the tag size? Awesome, guys. All right, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I will be back over here next Tuesday night on the Decoupage Central page and my page, and we're gonna do some fun things. Don't forget, guys, I'm just gonna pull it out one more time. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central, will be the tutorial on how I did this amazing piece right here, okay? So Wednesday night, 6 p.m. And guys, if you are interested in any of the rice papers, paint inlays, IOD molds, any of those things, just do exclamation DC and it'll take you to that page. If you have any questions, drop them down below and I'll try to go back and answer them either tonight or tomorrow for you guys. All right? Have a great one. Good night.